Following my last video where I revealed that my application for Spain's non-lucrative visa was denied, in this video I will share how I pivoted and turned things around, what options I've considered, and how that decision led me to one of the most exciting adventures of my life. So stick around! Hi, I am Maria, and today I will share my step-by-step journey to getting approved for Croatia's Digital Nomad Visa. From the requirements, fees, timelines, and even a surprising twist at the end that you wouldn't want to miss. I promise you it's good. Dreaming of staying in the EU for more than 90 days? Croatia's Digital Nomad Visa is one of the easiest ways to make it happen. And it gets even better because Croatia is now a member of the Schengen states, meaning you can travel freely across the EU with this visa. First things first, why Croatia? When my non-lucrative visa application for Spain was denied in 2021, I didn't waste any time at all. I really wanted to make it happen and move to Europe. I had a plan B and a plan C just in case my non-lucrative visa application was denied. As it turned out, I needed to have a plan B. Anyway, my plan B was Croatia's Digital Nomad Visa and my plan C was Portugal's D7 visa or Malta's Nomad Residence Permit. Ultimately, Croatia stood out to me because it's unique, beautiful, underrated, and had requirements similar to Spain's non-lucrative visa, but without needing a medical certificate. How did I know all these? Simply by doing extensive research about long-term visas and how third-party nationals or non-EU citizens can stay in Europe for longer than 90 days. Believe me, Google is really your friend. Now let's talk about the next steps that I took. So here's what I did. The day after getting my rejection letter for the non-lucrative visa, I uploaded all the necessary requirements or documents to Croatia's online system. It's straightforward, but make sure all documents are issued within the last 6 months or your application might face delays. For the requirements, here's what you'll need. Application form or Form 1A, a valid passport, proof of health insurance for the period of time that you plan to be in Croatia. Travel or private health insurance must cover the territory of Croatia. Proof of employment or freelance work for a non-Croatian company. Proof of sufficient funds or money to support yourself during your stay in Croatia. You can submit either a bank statement showing you have the total amount required for the year, or a bank statement showing proof of regular income to the required monthly amount, or pay slips for the last 6 months showing the required monthly amount. Next, proof that you have not been convicted of criminal offenses, and lastly, your residential address in the Republic of Croatia. As for the fees, I only had to pay the €90 application fee since I reused most of my documents from my non-lucrative Spanish visa application. It was such a relief that I didn't have to spend so much money and time gathering documents for this visa application. Quick tip, keep in mind that requirements may have changed since 2021, so always check the official website for the latest updates. Don't worry, I will link it in the description below for your reference. Now for the timeline, here's how it went. August 18, I submitted my application online. And once I've done that, I knew it would take a while, a month minimum, before I can get feedback. So while waiting, I decided to apply for a Schengen visa. Back in 2021, Croatia is still not a member of the Schengen member state. And as a Filipino with a weak passport, it's already a given that we need a visa to enter Croatia. Even if you get approved for the Digital Nomad Visa, you still need a separate visa to enter Croatia. But if you have an active Schengen visa, you can use that to enter Croatia. Knowing all these, I opted to apply for a Schengen visa so I can do weekend travels to neighboring EU countries. Also, in case my visa application was denied again, I planned on doing a short-term travel to Europe because at that time I've been grounded for 2 years already and I can't take it anymore. I was desperate to travel again. If you know, you know. Anyway, I booked an appointment with VFS Global, Germany specifically. I didn't want to risk applying to the Spanish consulate again because they might reject my visa application again. Yes, I was traumatized, to say the least. September 2nd was my Schengen visa appointment, and September 3rd I got a call from VFS to verify information that I've submitted. And September 7th I received my passport with Schengen visa that was valid for 2 months. It literally took less than a week to apply and get a Schengen visa. I can't believe how smooth and fast the process was. And the timing could not have been better, because September 15, I got an email asking me to call the police department in Split for more details. They needed to know how I'd enter Croatia as a non-EU citizen. I then used my Skype to call the number they provided. Luckily, I had already applied and got approved for a Schengen visa. Maybe in hindsight, I already knew that my visa application will be approved, because, I don't know, it was just a feeling I can't deny. And I was right, because by September 30th, my visa application was approved, effective October 1st. Yay! Visa approved, now it's time to book my flight. When checking flights, I thought of booking a flight from Manila to Split, Croatia, but I changed my mind and decided to spend 10 days in Barcelona just to see what I'm missing out because of the visa rejection. Yes, I know, FOMO took over. But wait, this is an important part of my journey, and you'll know why in the end. So on October 2nd, I flew to Barcelona and stayed there for 10 days. On October 12th, I arrived in Split and stayed in an Airbnb for 3 days before moving into an apartment that I found through a Facebook group for digital nomads in Croatia. This Facebook group has been super helpful. So if ever you need answers, or if you have questions and you're not clear, just join this group, and yeah, someone will always answer your questions. Another thing, my landlady was incredibly helpful, even accompanying me to the police department to navigate the language barrier during my biometric residence card application. And by November 19th, I had my physical card in hand. Yay! So that's my journey to getting approved for Croatia's Digital Nomad Visa. It was an exciting and unbelievably smooth process, and I hope my journey or my experience inspires you to start your own adventure. Croatia is really beautiful. If you're planning a trip to Europe sometime this year or next year, I encourage you to include Croatia in your itinerary because it's really beautiful, especially Split. I really loved my time, even though it was just a short time. So what's the twist? The twist is I only stayed in Croatia for 5 months despite having a 1-year residence visa. Why? Because love took me to Barcelona. That's all I can say for now. And before you jump to any conclusions, no, I did not get married. That's it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll share how I got my 5-year Spanish residency. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Hasta luego!